Hey Kevin, you want to be in the vlog?
No.
Early morning so far. Took my car to go get the oil change. Now I'm having my personal chauffeur. His name's Kevin. He is taking me to pick up my car. I gotta go get the other scanner. Right here. So anyway, I bet that's loud. Also, we gotta take our digital scanners that we use these things to like listen to the police scanners, just kind of listen to them, see what's going on. But recently they changed frequencies. I don't even know if you can hear any of this right now. Recently they changed frequencies. None of the frequencies are the same anymore, so we're going to pick up my car. Golden tire.
Good. They should have all your paperwork in the window.
Okay, thank you.
There's nobody there, Kyle. Just bring that.
Okay. Hi. I need to pick up my paperwork or whatever. Sign what I need to sign. Or Smith.
Signature there for us, and then one for warranty, please. Okay, all set.
Thank you. Yep. Have a good day, guys.
You do the same. Thank you.
So we took the car in at 8 a.m. I dropped it off. My wife took me to work, which is awesome. Shout out to Brooke. Now the dealership's pretty close to home, so I'm gonna run home real quick, get my digital scanner, which we use. We don't really have it on that much, but when we do, bad weather's coming, we like to listen to the weather spotters talk about the weather that's coming in. We also use it. We pick up the police signals and emergency signals, ambulance, fire department, and all that stuff. So they're nice things to have. You can actually broadcast it or listen to the scanner feed on a website. We use that when our scanner's not working, which it hasn't been working because they changed the frequencies on the scanner. So we're gonna take it up to our to McCord's. They're gonna fix us up. That's where we bought the scanners. So apparently they've got a guy that knows how to fix them, and he's gonna do that. But need to go home first to get my scanner. Also, we'll get the golf clubs and some clothes because Wednesday night is golf night, golf league night. So we got that to look forward to. Hopefully the rain holds off. It's supposed to rain all day, but as of right now, no rain in sight. Anyway, if the audio sounds a little better, I did pick up a microphone for my cell phone. So obviously that's, whoa. Obviously that's what I use to, to record a lot of this video is my cell phone. So I haven't gotten into spending about $1,000 for a startup camera or whatnot. I figured might as well use what you got. And I have a cell phone, so I try to get the audio quality a little better from the built-in mic. I got a Rode or Rode or RODE video mic. Anyway, so hopefully the audio sounds a little better. I was having some problems with it the other day, making some crackling noises. I might have figured out how to fix that. I don't know, we'll see. Also, I'm having some problems with the video and audio sync up that my phone's doing. Maybe I'll look for some help if anyone has any idea what could be going on. Let me know. I'll show you an example of that here in just a second. So sometimes my audio and my video don't sync up, so my mouth is moving faster than what the audio you hear coming out of the speakers of the computer. So I don't know what could be causing that. When I play it back on my phone, it's sometimes like that and sometimes not. I don't know. That's one thing that I've kind of looked to research and I haven't quite figured out yet. If anyone has any ideas of what that could be, shoot me a message or hit me up. I would love to know how to fix that, because it makes editing these videos kind of annoying, because I'm having to move the audio around to try and get in sync with my mouth, which sometimes takes a lot more time than I would like it to be. So anyway, if anyone knows anything about that, hit me up, let me know. Okay, well, the gentleman who reprograms the scanners is off today, which is fine. It's not a necessity, and everybody deserves a day off. But so that was kind of a fail. He'll call me tomorrow when he's gotten done with them, and we'll go from there. So anyway, man, these recently here in town, we just got both of our main roads repaved with brand new asphalt, and while it was kind of a hassle when they were doing it, it is sure nice now. I mean, they are silky smooth black asphalt. They still don't have the lines painted on them yet. They are working on that as we speak, but yeah, they'll get it done. Things take time. Good things take time, I guess, and they'll have it done here shortly. But that is a perfect transition into the next part of the vlog. Warning: the following video presentation contains an opinion. This opinion is solely mine. If your opinion is different than mine, I respect that. We are all entitled to our own opinion. As stated before, this is mine. If you are easily offended by opinions and take them way too personally, it is suggested that you refrain from continuing on with this video. I don't want to hurt your fragile feelings, and if you are a responsible adult and can handle the opinion of another adult, enjoy. Listen, I seem to think of myself as an easygoing guy. I am not one to complain about much. Um, if we go to a restaurant and I order a cheeseburger with no pickles and pickles come on it, I'm just like, I'll pick the pickles off, no problem. Still the same sandwich. You know, they got it wrong. It happens. Not everybody's perfect. Not everybody, I know I don't pretend to be perfect. But there are two things that kind of make me mad. Not really, but I'm just going to use these two examples because they kind of pertain to what's going on in our city and whatnot. And anyway, we'll just jump right into it. First off, our city just got done repaving Broadway and Market Street. So these two streets are the main two streets that get traffic from one side of town to the other. It's the easiest way. There are other ways to use that some people do use, but these are I would say the two main ways people get from the east side of town to the west side of town. Now, we just got done, like I said, repaving those, and that was kind of in help by around August 25th of 2016, the city were awarded a grant of $1 million to help with this project. Now, for those of you who don't know what a grant is, we'll do a real quick grant tutorial. Okay, welcome to the grant tutorial. A grant is a set amount of money awarded by the government to help cities with providing public services, stimulating the economy, and these grants have to be applied for. Now, I always see everybody on Facebook and whatnot say, you know, it's just our tax money. We should be using it for this, and we should be using it for this, and everybody's got great ideas. But the thing about grant money is it's money specifically set aside to do a certain thing. So if you apply for a grant for new park equipment and you receive that grant of, let's say, $20,000, you can't take that money and go spend it on, you know, something else. It has to be spent for that purpose that you applied for that grant. So, a real quick overview. Grant. No, we'll do grant over here. So there's a guy, we'll say, to break it down into really simple terms, there's a guy named Grant, and he has some money, and he's willing to give you this money in order to get done specifically what this money is set aside for. We'll use the park equipment as another example. Grant has this money to be used for park equipment. Now, he just wants applications from different cities or entities to explain to Grant why this entity needs this money to accomplish this project. So, in short, a grant is tax dollars, don't get me wrong. But it's kind of like if Logansport doesn't get this grant, then guess what? Maybe Monticello or Kokomo or, the tax dollars are there, and that's besides the point. But if we don't get those tax dollars from that grant, guess what? They're going somewhere else. And as a resident of a city, wouldn't you prefer those tax dollars to come back to your community in order to be spent in your community to better your community rather than go to the neighboring town and help them do whatever project they're wanting to do. It just makes sense, and it doesn't make, what doesn't make sense are people getting mad that that's the way our tax dollars are spent. Somebody's going to spend that money from that grant. It might as well be us. Anyway, getting back to the point at hand. Around August of last year, our city was awarded this money to repave the streets, blah, 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 blah. So as this project kind of unfolded, these things called bike lanes started showing up. We had one on 4th Street. We have, there may have been some other places in town I wasn't aware of. But anyway, Logansport is made up of we have a lot of trails. Walking trails, you can ride your bike on them, blah, 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 blah. One thing we didn't really have an abundance of was dedicated bike lanes on city streets. Other towns have them, bigger towns, Indianapolis, Carmel, Chicago. Every town has them because in those towns, it's not practical for everyone to have a car. Some people use bike as their main mode of transportation, so those bike lanes are, for them to use to designate an area of the road for them to establish themselves. Now, again, we were awarded some grant money to the tune of $20,000. Now, it was a matching grant, so Logansport had to put $20,000 in with the money that they received. But anyway, this resulted in bike lanes. And to put it lightly, not everyone was in favor of these bike lanes. So obviously a lot of outrage and stuff was put on Facebook. But what's the big deal? They're just taking up the lane, a lane of the road that we don't really need. Broadway is 3 lanes. 3 lanes of traffic is it's uncommon in the big cities. I think of driving down Meridian Street in Indianapolis. It's 2 lanes and it's crowded and it's jammed, and this street isn't anywhere close to as busy as that street is. We don't really need 3 lanes of traffic going through downtown Logansport. It doesn't make any sense. So we decided to put these bike lanes in, and everybody is having still probably a cow. So all of the keyboard warriors, head out to Facebook, and for example, some of the examples from Facebook, like this one. What a joke! A laughing stalk of Logansport. Excuse the spelling because, laughing stalk should really be stock. But anyway, they think that makes our city look bad. Our city is just trying to keep up with other cities. And when is that ever a bad thing? The same person, after being, asked or saying, why she thinks we're a laughing stock, responded by saying, we ride bikes only on trails and we walk, not lazy. We mow grass, we sweep our sidewalks, we trim by the curbs, and we do not blow our grass in the street to plug up drains. What's that even have to do with a bike lane? I don't care where you blow your grass. Some people who comment on Facebook, just I don't get it. Why? How do you go from being calling Logansport a laughingstock to blowing your grass out into the street? I don't get it. Anyway, moving on. Another comment said, I haven't seen anyone using the bike lane yet. Never seen anyone using the bike lanes. Forget that the English is kind of poor, but do you think that the 2 minutes that you are driving down that road or you're on that road, you think just because you don't see a biker in those 2 minutes that it doesn't get used? How can you judge the useful, I mean, you need to sit down there and watch the bike lane for a while. I have seen people using the bike lanes. I'm for the bike lanes. That's just my opinion. I have I have a bike that I ride. I've never ridden them in the bike lanes yet, but I look forward to it once the roads get all paved and the lines are marked. Another person, Facebook. We do not need a freaking bike lane. I'm not ignorant either. Thanks for pointing that out. I haven't seen any bikes on these at all. What we need is jobs. Good paying jobs. We can't feed, clothe, and pay our taxes with these stupid bike lanes. Now, while that is a good point, how can you link bike lanes to good paying jobs? These are two different things. If anything, the way I look at it is kind of like the bike lanes may make our city look more attractive to maybe some incoming businesses, that we are promoting good health and, so on and so on. It looks like we're trying, you can't just go out and find these jobs and bring them into Logansport. It doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. So anyway, I'm excited for the bike lanes to come in. There are a lot of people that aren't. For every bad comment on Facebook, there was probably, for every 10 bad comments, there was one good comment of somebody looking forward to it. And that's great. Those people embrace the change. It's not a big deal to them. People who get all upset about a bike lane that probably doesn't really affect them, if they don't ride the bike, what is it hurting you for that to be there? It's not hurting anybody at all.